So we saw Declan Rice after the game against Atlanta saying words like, "We never play teams like Atalanta in the Premier League." What's the essence of that? What's the meaning of that? You understand. I don't know where the English Premier League fans get the guts to say the English Premier League is the most competitive league in the world, which is a wrong idea. I don't agree with that as Douglas Levin. Why is that? Because, okay, I would say the English Premier League is the most watched competition across the world, but not the most competitive league in the world. You understand me? You put me right if I start saying, um, when you talk about the Champions League, just Barcelona and Real Madrid together have have more Champions League titles than all the Premier League clubs in England. If you talk about the Europa League, it's actually the Spanish teams dominating. Super Cup, obviously the Spanish teams dominating, but it's not all about that. It's about the kind of competition that we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, um, competition is not about having unexpected wins. Maybe anyone is fighting for the title, but in the current situation, ladies and gentlemen, or even after this situation, when you look at the Premier League, it's always has been like that. There's time for who is gonna dominate that league. Of course, they have at least four clubs that I can count in the Premier League that can that can do it better than other teams. You understand? There's at least four big teams that I can look up to. Let's say we can look up to Manchester City right now. It's a time dominating the English Premier League. Then there was Manchester United dominating the Premier League. And now even Chelsea, Liverpool have dominated that league once. But look at the Spanish Cup, Spanish league. If Barcelona will dominate, then obviously Real Madrid is gonna dominate, and then it's not like these other teams are just very small. No, it's not like they can't compete. It's not like they can't compete. It's just like the kind of teams that are in these other leagues have got that mentality, that winning mentality, and they've proven that equally in the Champions League. Teams like Real Madrid, if you watch, for example, 2022, Real Madrid had to beat the whole top four of England, and you can prove that right to me because they had to beat the whole top four of England, and what is stopping them to beat the Spanish teams? But watch Inter Milan playing Manchester City. You could tell that something is wrong. Something is wrong for Manchester City. Maybe the game plan or something. It's not like that. It's just that Italian teams are too strong in defensive. They don't play like English teams whereby you can easily score from anyhow, from any angle. Where how Manchester City plays, you could predict that this time Manchester City could win it by 4 goals to 0 or any other thing. So that's about English Premier League teams. Look at Atalanta playing Arsenal. Who could notice that Arsenal failed. They failed to win that game. They failed to beat Atlanta. Obviously, why? Because Atalanta proved to be a strong side. But look at Atalanta when they played against Real Madrid. It's more like they never did anything. Or obviously you can dominate against Real Madrid via passes and other things, but they always find a way to drop a nail on your head. So that's Real Madrid for you. You can easily understand. So this is what I'm saying. It's not about how competitive Premier League is. It's about how many people watch it. That's why it's so popular. It's not like it's the most competitive league and the best league in the world. No. The best league in the world is where the best teams are coming from. Look at teams like Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, obviously, they are strong teams there like Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen, Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund. Obviously, Borussia Dortmund proved to be a strong side after playing the Champions League final last time against Real Madrid. They still played against Bayern Munich at Wembley, and then they still did it. They still have proven that they are strong.
Habibi, come to Dubai.
From Jello, baby, I'm all about it. Blinded by headlights, running in headlights. Light me up, headlights. Baby, I'm all about it.
Okay.
Habibi, come to Dubai.
From Jello, baby, I'm all about it. Blinded by headlights, running in headlights. Light me up, headlights. Baby, I'm all about it.
Style of English Premier League, but not the style of these other leagues. You understand? So I don't see why English Premier League fans would say the English Premier League is the most competitive league in the world than any other teams. So I don't understand. I don't know, because if you watch the Champions League final for in 2023, obviously the game was tough for Manchester City against Inter Milan. It was so tough. It was so tough because the Italian league, there is obviously AS Roma, Atalanta, Inter Milan. There's Napoli there. Remember, there's Juventus, including AS Roma. Is that not competition already? The Spanish La Liga has got teams like obviously Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona. There's also this team Villarreal, there's Sevilla, there's also Valencia. Not Valencia, I mean Real Sociedad. Those teams will still come in the Champions League, and English teams will struggle to beat them. Look at Villarreal last times, who eliminated them. It's Liverpool that eliminated them in the semi-finals. Where were these other teams, these other English teams like Arsenal, those big teams in England? So it's not about the competition; it's about the mentality of the Premier, because the mentality of the clubs. Obviously, if Real Madrid was to be in the Premier League, obviously Real Madrid could have more English titles than any other club, because they have proven that in the Champions League. Are you telling me there are no English clubs that play in the Champions League? They are there, and they'll still meet Real Madrid and get beaten. So that's it. So there is no point.